Back at it, y'all. Oh yeah, the at-home edition of Today in Nashville. Kelly, Sutton, Carole Sullivan at our homes, safe and sound, doing well, getting through the summer.
Yeah. Well, listen, by the looks of it, we better just get cozy, because turns out this isn't going away. So love where you live.
All of those projects that I wanted to do, that I didn't do, that then I said we wouldn't have time to do, are now back on the top of the list again.
So funny you say that. I frequent this hardware store near me pretty often. And so enough that I'm used to seeing certain products as I do my usual stroll. Well, things like pea gravel and those type of items that normally there's like copious amounts, but people are trying to redo their landscaping, so I suspect. And it's empty. I mean, I've never seen that happen. Unless suddenly there was a work stoppage of pea gravel production or something along those lines. But I was like, oh yeah, everyone's making these little outdoor living spaces, patios, things like that. I started following hashtag pea gravel on Instagram because it's a really affordable way to do an outdoor space. And then I see pictures on my feed, and I must not be alone, Kel.
So now you are stalking people that are doing these fun, incredible pea gravel, like little areas, and you're thinking, I could do at least 2 of these in my yard somewhere.
Right. Guess how many of those I've done?
The same number of days that I've cleaned my basement. 0.
I have this wonderful neighbor. She is lovely. She gets things done. She's a doer. So not only she like moved into the neighborhood and all these things, but she created this backyard amazing landscape with a fire pit and all these things. And then she's constantly adding and doing stuff. And I'm like, that hashtag pea gravel I keep following.
Well, I mean, let's be real. If you don't have the gravel, you can't do the project. So therefore, I feel like your hands are tied.
Thank you. Thank you. This is why we're friends.
It's out of your control. So you just don't even sweat it. Don't worry about it. Take that right out of your pretty little head. Don't even worry about that. That's something else for later on. Hey, I do have to tell you, though, we did a family trip. Not far. It's a road trip. Definitely family road trip. But we went to the caverns. So if you are familiar with Bluegrass Underground, they've moved. The caverns is now new. They have not done any kind of opening for humans to go and tour this particular cave. And we had a chance to go down there. We were some of the first people to tour this cave. And Carole, it was amazing. I mean, first of all, it's gorgeous country to drive out to, but then when you get in there and you hear the history of the cave, and then you get to see where they're doing these concerts, it's just breathtaking. It is truly phenomenal. And now it's open. So if you are looking for, a road trip for the fam, it's a day trip, hour, 35, 40 minutes there. It's perfect.
Yeah, easy. Okay, wait, back up a little bit. Where is this? Where am I driving?
You're going to Grundy County, honey. So down in Grundy County.
Oh,
yes.
fantastic. There's so much great stuff there, and great campgrounds too.
Yes.
Greater Falls, I think, is there, which is incredible. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. So yeah, now it's wide open.
Fantastic. Yes. There's so much great stuff there, and great campgrounds too.
Yeah, so it's in Grundy County. Like I said, easy drive down. And it is just, it's so cool. I felt like my kid learned something. Maybe.
Maybe. But I love going into caves, caverns, whatever you want to call them, because it's like climate control.
59 degrees year round. Perfect.
Perfect. I imagine your family also enjoyed a little couch time. We have not talked yet about Hamilton on Disney Plus. You've been awaiting this day for many, many weeks.
Many weeks. The countdown was on. We were going to try to stay up and watch it, and then we were like, no, this is going to be too late. We'll just get up the next day early. So we've watched it I've personally watched it twice. I think Reese has probably watched it 3 times, 4 maybe. But wow, just you and I both had a chance to see it when it came to T-Pack, and that was phenomenal. That was incredible, phenomenal. We'll never ever forget it. But then to see the close-up angles and the overhead angles and all the things that we couldn't see when you're not sitting right on top of the stage, it just makes it even better.
Okay, so what resonates with it for Reese? Because when I had it on, it really cleared out my house.
Really? The kids didn't want to watch it?
Really, to tell them they're gonna no, they so the first 5 minutes, no, they were I think everyone's in a stage, and maybe it's because we've all spent so much time together, or maybe it's just me, but most things I suggest are not getting a stamp of approval. But what is Reese loving about it? Like, how is this resonating? So maybe I can figure it out.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she's a theater kid, so that I think that's first and foremost. You have to have a kid that really enjoys musicals and enjoys theater and loves that aspect of it. So that's part of it. She loves the songs. She thinks it's so cool, like the history of it. She started connecting the dots because I can't remember how we started talking about the French Revolution, and she goes, that's why Lafayette had to go back to France so that he could help start the French Revolution. And I'm like, yes! So truly, yeah, I mean, it is, this incredible musical with hip hop, but she's learning from it, which is more than I can say that I've helped her with in the last couple months.
Let's just hope that the remote learning this fall includes that time period, right?
She will get an A in history if it does. If it doesn't, well.
So listen, if you have not watched Disney Plus Hamilton on Disney Plus, I will throw out, Kelly will love everything about it. I will suggest taking advantage of intermission because it's long.
Yes.
If you don't get out of your seat and you just let that 1 minute intermission go by, you might feel like you're becoming part of the fabric of the couch.
That's a true story. That is a true story. I love that they have the intermission there. But, we actually broke it up. There was, the first time we watched the first half, and then the second half we watched the next day.
We did it all in one swoop, my husband and I. And I was like, wow, I've been sitting on this couch for a while.
Stretch it out.
But it is. It's so good. So that's really cool.
That's amazing. It's amazing. So beyond the peat gravel, beyond the caverns, another thing that we're going to tell you about today is the Whiskey Trail. You and I have had a chance to be a part of this in the past. A lot of the distilleries. Yeah, we didn't get to do a ton of it, which needs to be at the top of our list of things that we should be doing. But the Whiskey Trail, so many distilleries that are here in the area, and we're talking to them about how you can take part of it. So if you don't want to get out, you can still be a part of the Whiskey Trail, and some places are now open. So if you do want to get out, we'll tell you more about that. So much more to come right here on Today in Nashville, friends. We're so glad you're watching. Don't go away.